Hey everybody, we are in Columbia, South Carolina. This is my first time here in South Carolina, and driving over to the Airbnb last night, I saw the state capitol. So we're going to go up there and try out this new tripod I'm wearing tonight. And yeah, it is a bit heavier than the last one, so we're going to see how well it works. Now the weather's coming in, it's already sprinkling, so of course my continual luck of bad weather is holding out here. But we'll see what we can do tonight. Kind of holding off on pulling out the camera right now because it's still sprinkling. I don't want to get the water on the lens, so we'll just kind of explore around a little bit here and see what else is in the area. Yeah, well, my luck continues to hold out because it's now definitely raining. So I'm kind of taking shelter under some trees here. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to get the shoot tonight. We'll see. I'm going to hang around here, at least in this dry spot, for a little bit longer and see if the weather improves any to see if we can try out this tripod. Well, the rain is starting to subside a little. I picked the spot where I'm going to try this shot tonight, and it's relatively protected from the rain under a big tree. So I'm going to go ahead and try and set things up here and see if we can get this shot in. The clouds are starting to lighten up a bit, so we'll see what happens. Alright, since the building is kind of wet right now, I went ahead and put my polarizer on to try and get rid of some glare. The lights have just come on, so we're going to see if we can use those a little bit and get a good shot here of the state capitol. So I'm about ready to test the feature I really wanted, and that is the ability for this thing to rotate 90 degrees without the camera sinking or going crazy. So right now, my leveler is green, which says that in landscape mode it is level. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees and on its frame and see what happens. Just a smidgen off, very close. But much, much, much better than I had on my previous tripod. So we're going to keep on working here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to try out is the ability of this thing to take panos. Now, I haven't loaded up the software to stitch together panos. I took it off my machine because my previous tripod couldn't do it, and I didn't like it taking up the hard drive space. So we're gonna give this one a try out next. Okay, so I've got the camera all set up, and I figured out what angles I'm going to use. Down here at the bottom of the tripod, it does tell you what angle your camera is rotating at, so you can better line these things up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try 20-degree increments, and yeah, also I'm going to take it out of bracketing mode. Now I need to have constant exposure, so I have to switch to full manual. So one of the first things I'm going to do is just test the camera shutter speed, and right now I'm going to record down the shutter speed and manually set it so that all 3 frames are going to be at the same exposure level. Well, before we head back, I'm going to go over here to the next block. There's an old church and a cemetery. I want to see if it looks interesting in this light. Alright, so I found this beautiful church just right across the street from the state capitol. Sunset just happened, so we're getting into the blue hour. Now I was hoping to do a dead-on shot and have symmetry, but the problem is that, aside from these bugs, the problem is that there is a radio tower. I don't know if you can see it right behind it, so I have to come over here and use one of the steeples to hide it. But let's see what happens here when we try to shoot this. Well, it's starting to get a little bit late here, but you can see the lights have come on the Capitol building, so I'm going to try and capture a few more shots here before we head back to the Airbnb. This is what I switched to, and this is what we are trying out tonight. It is an outer three-legged thing. That's what they call this thing. I'm going to be honest with you. This thing is heavier. Now, this is a carbon fiber tripod, so it's a little pricier, but so far in my first test run tonight, I'm very happy with it. It does take a little bit longer to set up. So, well, the other thing that before I unfold it is also more compact than my old one is. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up, and just by rotating its legs around and then snapping the locks in place. There we go. Alright, so to put my camera on, I wanted this L bracket here. I can't remember what this thing's called, but I wanted this thing. I saw the photographers use it, and it's got a very cool feature. Now, this can rotate 90 degrees, but especially for a heavy camera like this one, I definitely could foresee that I'm going to have some of the same issues I had with this one with the mount slipping past 90 degrees very easily, and then I'd have to continuously readjust. I'm going to go ahead and lock this one into place in its landscape mode. There we go. Alright, so now I can do all the adjustments I want. And let's say I have the tripod level and I want to switch to a landscape. So I just simply loosen up the latch, rotate it onto its side, lock it into place, and we are in landscape mode. Now, when we tried this out earlier this evening, it did not go to a perfect 90 degrees. So I pretty much figured I didn't have something level on the tripod. So the second time I tried it, I used the bubble level that's down here and made sure that was nice and level as well. When I did my rotate the second time, it was dead on 90 degrees. My internal leveler said everything was good to go. So far I'm really satisfied with this tripod. We did have a little bit of a breeze, but I could not see any shake. It's getting kind of late. I'm not going to develop the pictures tonight, but they looked really good in the view, or in the monitor back here when I checked them out. So far I'm giving this a thumbs up. I'm going to continue testing this. It looks like probably I'll be working tomorrow night because I kind of have that Navy stuff I got to do. But I'm probably going to be out at Glacier National Park on Wednesday night, and we'll take this out and try it out again. So guys, do me a favor. If you think you might want to check out this tripod, take a look at the link below in the comments section, and I have a link that'll take you straight to this tripod so you can check it out. Also, do me a favor, click that subscribe button and let me know that you want me to put out more of these videos. I'm going to call it a night. Never stop exploring. See y'all later.